Good evening, guys. Welcome to JP's on-demand virtual workout. So tonight's class, ass and abs, the only equipment you're going to require is a hip loop. You can also do this workout without and do it body weight only if you don't have one available. Perfectly fine. The workout is going to be 30 minutes long. Each exercise you're going to do for 30 seconds and you're going to get just 5 seconds to move on to the next, for a total of 3 rounds. Okay, so the first exercise tonight is going to be a reverse lunge. Have your feet hip width apart, root your front foot in, and then you're going to step back onto the ball of the foot, bend at the knees and hinge at the hip, and then step back up. So this one, I want you to step back a little bit further. This will make it a little bit more hip dominant. So obviously this is ass and abs tonight, so we're making these exercises more glute focused. Keep the core engaged, 360 degrees of tension, sit into this leg. Okay, 5 seconds, then we're going to change legs. Okay. Now this front foot's rooted in. When I'm stepping back, I'm sitting into this hip and glute. Keep tension on this leg. So the next exercise, we're going to lie on our backs. We're going to do a single leg hip bridge. We're going back to the front, the first leg. So the leg at the front here is the one you should be feeling working the most. Now let's lie on our backs. Cross the right leg over your left. Tuck your chin, core engaged, and then you're going to extend your hips up. Squeeze the glutes, keep the hips square throughout. So a good cue for this one is to scoop your pelvis under, squeeze at the top. I always like to pause at the top just to really engage or think about engaging my glutes. So you're rooting your foot that's on the floor and pushing through the midpoint of the foot and the heel. So notice abs go tight, chin tucks a little touch, and then extend the hips up, scooping your pelvis under. So the next exercise we're doing is a side lying hip abduction. My apologies, side balance hip abduction. Okay, so I want you to go onto your side, wrist, elbow, shoulder stacked, hand, knee and foot in line, hand in the hip, tighten up your lateral core muscles, and then you're lifting your leg up. Keep looking ahead. Don't want to be tilting your head back. Think egg distance between the chin and the collarbone. Keep this leg nice and straight. And you're going to feel this on this bottom leg as well as you're having to stabilize this hip. Very good. 5 seconds, then we're going to switch. So hand, knee, and foot in line. You can have the hand on the hip. Engage your lateral core muscles in this glute and lift. If this is too challenging here, you can lie on your side and you can lift up into the side lying abduction as well. Next exercise, we're going to do a lying bicycle. Okay, flip round. So you're going to have the forearms on the floor, bring both legs off the floor, create tension at abdominals, and then you're alternating your legs. So as one leg drops, contract this glute in this leg and thigh, and then drive your knee close to the body. Very good, very good. Okay, next. From here, come up into a static bridge. And then what we're going to get you to do when the glutes and the abs are nice and tight is reach across your body while keeping your bridge. So you're actually bringing the shoulder blade on this side off the floor. Make sure you're keeping the glutes in the back of your thighs nice and tight on that one. Flip round. Okay, so up into your plank position this time. What you're going to do is bring the knee to the opposite elbow. So the hands are just under the shoulders. Wrists, elbows and shoulders are stacked. Root those hands in. You guys keep that going. So I've made some changes to workout 3 tonight, hence why I keep looking at the iPad. Okay, you know I love a good hollow body hold. Hands to the sides, slide your hands along the floor, bring your shoulder blades off the floor, let your head follow. Let's just hold this position today. So what I'm doing here is I'm really pushing my fingertips along the floor. Shoulders are packed down into my armpits. See that? Rib cage is close to the pelvis as well. Right, flip round. What we're going to do is the hands just outside the shoulders, feet just outside the hips, and we're going to do a Superman exercise. So the legs are going to come off the floor, glutes tight, and then lift the arms. So what I'm doing, I'm lifting back of the legs, glutes, and upper back. Now you're going to need to put your hip loop on for this next one, and if you've noticed, we've not used it pretty much. In fact, we haven't used it. Okay, glute loop on. 3-tier abductions next. So lying on your back, hands to your sides, then you want to push your thighs out against your loop. So a 3-tier abduction is we're basically going to keep this movement going while changing the positions of the arms. So once you hear that bell go, I want you to come up onto your forearms and continue the movement. Okay, up onto the forearms, and then we'll keep that movement going. So remember, you can change the position of the loop to make the exercise more demanding by sliding the loop closer to the knee or the bottom of the thigh, or slide it up to make it a little bit less challenging. Okay, now straight arms, fingertips turned away from the body, and then continue the movement. Next exercise is going to go into a quadruped position. We're going to do a quadruped donkey kick. Okay, flip round. So stacked, stacked. Now we'll start with the right leg. So keep the leg bent at 90 degrees at the knee, and then we're going to bring the heel up into the air, squeeze the glute at the top. Now notice that my leg is staying nice and fixed. I'm not letting it wave everywhere. So I'm trying to keep my leg fixed and then trying to what's called extend my hip using my glutes. Switch. Just take your time with this one. Notice I'm not pointing my toe here as well. I'm actually pushing my heel up into the roof. Keep that going. And then what I want you to do is take the loop off for this next exercise. Okay. So, loops off. What we're going to do is a side lunge with a hinge. Let's start by stepping to your left. Feet hip width apart. Big step. Root this foot, soften the knee, and hinge at the hip. And then come up. So the lunge with hinge is, instead of being here, we're hinging a little bit more and we're just loading that glute on this side. And notice when I'm coming up, I'm driving my glutes through here, see that? So I'm pushing off the leg and then pulling my hips through. Get ready to switch. And then we're going straight back to exercise number 1, which is the reverse lunge. So notice I've got tension in my arms, tension at my core. When I land, I'm not allowing my foot to continue to roll. Grip, bend at the knee, and big hinge. Make sure you've got tension on your glutes at this side. Very good, okay. Now we're going back to exercise number 1, reverse lunge. Go back to your left leg. So you can do this, again, body weight, or you can add dumbbells if you'd like. So notice I'm really keeping tension on this front leg as I step back. And I'll land as well. Notice this hip. I'm not doing this. I'm maintaining what's called hip extension as I'm going down. And then when I'm coming back up, I'm really driving through this front leg. Get ready to switch. So this is a fantastic exercise to challenge your glutes in the lengthened position. This is here. So you're getting that nice big stretch here. And then your bridge is targeting your glutes in what's called the shortened range, which is here. Okay, lie on your back. Back to the left leg. Tight, tucked. Again with this one, if it's too easy for you, you can add a dumbbell here. That's perfectly fine. So you just have your dumbbell sitting on your hip or whatever you're using for resistance. I'd say pets, but if you've met Caleb, probably not a good idea. So this exercise is targeting your glute and hamstring, but you want more emphasis on the glute. Okay, side balance, abduction, hand, knee, foot in line. Look ahead and then lift. You want tension through here, a little bit of tension through here, so that leg's not behind you too much. And then try and keep this leg nice and straight. This is targeting the outer portion of your glutes, while also challenging this glute as well. Again, showing you how much of a role your glutes and hips, or the muscles around your hips, have in stabilization. Okay, stacked, in line, lift. Okay, keep that going. Next, we're going to do an elbow balance bicycle. Get the name right that time. Oh, that's nasty. Okay, on the elbows and forearms. Okay, so think, again, hollow hold position. Crunch the abs down slightly, and then alternate the legs. So again, contract your glute when you straighten your leg out. Another function of your glutes is what's called hip extension, which is this. Okay, next. My apologies, lie on your back. So, bridge. Reach across. So I'm going to show you a modification of the next exercise, the plank with the knee to opposite elbow. We're going to get the hands involved as well. Now you're only aiming to have the shoulder blade come off here. Okay, flip round. Right, next one. Go into your plank. Instead of bringing the knee through, I want you to bring the knee through and then try and touch with the hand. Again, this is a more advanced variation. So notice when my foot comes off, my hand comes off, I'm trying my best to stay as still as possible, so I'm not swinging too much. Very good, very good. Okay, next, hollow body crunch position. Hands to the sides, tuck the chin, rib cage down, slide your hands along the floor, let your shoulder blades come off the floor, let the head follow. See that? Egg distance. Keep these 2 points as close together as you can. Next exercise you're going to go into is the Superman. What you can do here is add your loop, and that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, how did my loop get over there? Holy moly. Okay, so loop on. Prone position, so face down, legs apart, arms just outside the shoulders, legs first, and lift off. So again, I'm moving from the back of my thighs, glutes and upper back. Okay, flip round. 3T abduction. Okay, come up onto your forearms and continue that movement. So hopefully those glutes should be a little bit toasty or extra crispy, we like to say here at JP's. Right, fingers away from the body. Give yourself a nice, give your arms and shoulders a nice stretch. So try not to sit like this either. Nice and proud in your posture. Next exercise you're going to do is the forearm donkey kick. Okay, so flip round, start with your left leg, and then we'll continue left to right through the next series of exercises. So lock yourself in your quadruped position, and then keep that fixed leg, and then use your glute to bring that leg up. Okay, get ready to change. So notice my spine in that is staying relatively fixed. So I'm not jerking through the low back. Take your time with it. Once you're tight here, that's as far as you need to go. Okay, loop off. Back to side lunge. Let's start left first. Step, bend at the knee, hinge at hip, push off. So when I get to here, I'm really aware of keeping tension on the outer portion of my glutes. Stop me going like this. If you're playing back these videos, you might notice I've got a little bit of a hip shift on my right side. So I definitely need to be more aware of it when I'm moving in this direction. Let's go. Remember, you guys and gals, my legs are feeling very good. Enjoying this one tonight. So remember, root the foot, bend the knee, big hinge. Then push through the legs and extend your hips through to the finish position. Make sure you're keeping tension here as well. Now we're back to exercise number 1, reverse lunge. Back to your left leg. Now what I'd like you to do when you're coming back up is don't push too much off this back leg. Think more about coming through with the hips in the front leg. So push through the front thigh and bring your hips through to finish. Now don't tuck, don't want to see this, all right? Whoop. There, get nice and tall, okay? Get ready to switch. Next exercise we're going into is a single leg hip bridge. So again, you want tension through the whole movement, but you especially want tension here to here and back up. This is where your glutes have been most challenged. Mid to lengthen position, this is called. Here. Very good, okay, line your back. Single leg bridge. Now remember, go at your own pace. Focus on the contraction. So think at the top here, do I feel tension on this glute I'm working? If you don't, take your time and focus on creating awareness at the hip. Squeeze. Keep both your hips square. Don't let this dip as well. There. Again, any workout you're doing with us, your movement quality is always going to trump how many or the quantity in which you're doing. Take your time with each exercise, focus on the movement, focus on your contractions. Next exercise is the side balance abduction. Very good. Okay, stacked, in line, locked in, lift. Oh, apologies, skimping out. I'll do more at the end. You ready to switch? Now get set up first before you just start moving the leg. This is all most important. Lock everything in, create tension, then lift. Even your hand at the bottom is important. Don't just have it flat. Get grippy. Get grippy with it. Make sure this glute on that bottom leg's nice and tight as well. Nearly there. Very good. Okay, elbow balance bicycle. So on the forearms, Bring your feet in first. Okay, now, tension the whole way through out the exercise. Really drive that knee up and then squeeze the glute and thigh on the opposing leg. Next is a line bridge with cross body reach. Okay, tension here in the back of the thighs. Make sure you're keeping some tension at your abdominals as well. Next, you get into the plank with the hand to knee touch. Again, that's the advanced version. You can also go to the knees to the opposite elbow. Okay, plank first. Thighs, glutes, core engaged. Right your hands and then aim to touch. Again, take your time. If anything, you want to try and stay still as possible when the hand and leg or foot is coming off the floor. Again, create more tension as soon as the hand comes off. Very good, everyone, very good. Flip round. Hollow crunch. Hands to your sides. Slide them along the floor, shoulder blades off the floor, let the head follow. Don't drop your chin down too much. You put a lot of strain in your neck muscles. Keep that egg distance. The goal is this. Sometimes if this isn't happening, you're going to use too much of the chin to keep you up. Whereas if you focus on this, and then you're there. Keep this. This is the start position, beginner position of your hollow. And then if you've been out watching last night's class, you know how to integrate it. Okay, next. Superman with your loop. So hands and shoulders. So the hands just outside the shoulders, legs just outside the glutes. And then lift the feet off, back of the thighs, glutes, and then arms and upper back. Again, you don't have to use the loop here. This should just keep a little bit more tension on your outer portion of your glutes. Let's keep going in this one. Just take your time. So you're going to feel this all through your spinal erectors, so the muscles that travel all the way up the spine. But make sure you are really engaging your glutes. A good way to do that is by pushing your pelvis into the floor as you're lifting up. Okay, flip round. 3-tier abductions next. Again, I'm focusing on my contractions at the end of this movement. Okay, up onto the forearms. Just noticed that there, apologies. Oh, we're starting to get toasty now. Again, go at your own pace, go slow or fast. Just go, I would recommend you just go as fast as you can control the exercise for. Just ignore that. So remember, fingertips should be away from the body. Nice length in your spine so you get a nice arm, or the front of your forearms, front of your arms and chest stretch and shoulders. Okay, flip round. Quadruped position. Let's start with the left leg. Okay, so keep the leg fixed and then bring the leg up by using your glute muscles. Again, this is called hip extension. You will feel it on this side as well if you have enough tension there. Just again showing you the function of these muscles as a stabilizer. Okay, change. So you'll notice the buzzer's off. Now we're on JP time, which means we normally add time. We'll do 15 reps here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, notice my fixed spine. My abdominals are staying nice and tight. Okay, very good. Last exercise, side lunges. So we're going to do 20 reps on each one here, okay? Right, 2, 1, go. Root the foot, bend the leg, hinge at the hip, drive through the thighs and extend the hip through to finish the movement. Now my shoulders here are staying packed, so I'm pushing them down into my armpits. Basically, your upper body should be fixed throughout. I don't believe you. 2 more. Switch. Last set. So notice I'm going down and breathing in. It's allowing me to maintain tension through my core, which is called or creating what is known as intra-abdominal pressure. So it's important to be as stable as possible through your movements. 5 more to go. One more after this. And that, ladies and gents, is ass and abs for Tuesday night. So I really hope you've had a fantastic workout. Breath back. So if you're watching this through Facebook, you'll be able to access this through our feed. You can also access these classes via our YouTube channel. Breath again. So JP's Gym, please guys go and subscribe. That way you'll get instant access, or not just, you'll get instant access to our classes, but there's also over 200 videos with exercise demonstrations. Plus as well, you'll get notified every time we post new content. So thank you so much once again to everyone for taking part and supporting us every day. Take care, guys and gals. Good night. Yep, thank you so much, everyone. I have to admit, I really enjoyed that as well. So just remember, any questions at all you have to do is just leave a wee comment below, or you can send me a private message, and I'm always here to help you, okay? Take care and have a wonderful night, and be ready tomorrow for the hybrid program. And I think we're going to have a wee visit from Mr. Matthew Smiley as well, who's going to perform the class with us, okay? We just called him out there, so he'll be here tomorrow, obviously within good distance. Take care.